workplace environment. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm not condoning it. I could have gotten in trouble for doing something like that at my job, but it's the principle of man and a level of respect that you should accept and a level of disrespect that you should not accept. It's like drawing that proverbial line in the sand. And if somebody crosses it, it's up to you to say said law against those people. That being said, when everybody was getting released, referees, commentators, wrestlers, Oksana's name somehow got thrown into this group of people that got released. Oksana was not released. She was fired. And she was not let go with a group of people. She was fired for an isolated incident. Do you know what the isolated incident was? Oh, yes, it was that Monday Night Raw I was talking about where she kneed Naomi in the eye and fractured her orbital, which took her out of contentionship to go to WrestleMania because something was just around WrestleMania season when that happened. And I honestly believe, and I could be wrong here, and I don't mind being wrong, had no problem with that. But I honestly believe that if she had not got that knee to the face and had that fractured orbital, that girl would have been in the main event of WrestleMania fighting for the WWE Divas Championship. Whether or not she won the match would have remained to be seen. But at the end of the day, Naomi would have already had her WrestleMania moment and fought for the Divas title had it not been for Oksana. That's why you got fucking fired. One more thing. The reason I asked Angle if it stayed that way is because on Raw, she started talking about it. And it's like, I was completely expecting, because she was attacking Divas and shit, I was totally expecting it to be turned into a triple threat or something like that. And yet it's still a one-on-one match. So if I'm going to get this straight, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts about that exact part of this storyline is when it comes to my predictions. Because I cannot say this part right now without it tying into my prediction for said match. So when we come back from the musical break after Angle gives his initial card, we start going through our predictions, I will finish this thought. Angle.
And I'm going to do a little bit more research and make sure that that's the confirmed match for this card. But that's, as of right now, it stands at Paige versus Nikki Bella. If anything changes, I'll make sure to let y'all know the match changed. But as of right now,
that's where it stands.
That's where it stands. Another match that has been put into question is the WWE Intercontinental Championship. We're supposed to have Daniel Bryan versus Bad News Barrett. We're supposed to. Unfortunately, as I've done my research, Daniel Bryan has sustained an injury going on when the WWE superstars go on tour in various countries.
Live shows, what we call house shows.
Going to the UK and Ireland, all those other countries, he suffered an injury. So now he suffered an injury on the tour, and then then the injury got worse. So right now, we don't know the official status of Daniel Bryan. We don't know if Daniel Bryan is going to defend the title, he's going to get stripped of the title. WWE has not said anything about this. So as of right now, as it stands, it's Bad News Barrett versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. But as the way it looks, this match might subject to change. I'm not sure yet.
This may be the most legitimate match that's subject to change on the entire card, because usually, even in boxing, mixed martial arts, when you guys get the event cards, it says in very small print, like if you guys are paying attention to that WWE Extreme Rules logo right here, this poster we got up, if you see the graphic design on the screen, sometimes, I'm not saying WWE one did it, but sometimes boxing, mixed martial arts, whatever, K1, whatever, they put up, especially for a pay-per-view event, because people buying into this, not just those who are at the arena, like house show people, but those who are home, who found out they could watch it at home for a price. When you see shit like that, you got to be very wary. Angle is a long-time wrestling fan. I'm a long-time wrestling fan. It always says, even when you buy tickets to a live show that's not going to be on television, I've been to a couple of non-Raw and SmackDown events for the WWE, just WWE live events. I've been to a couple. They don't weren't on TV. They didn't even show you an excerpt of what happened on the next week Raw. Like sometimes you'll watch a Raw or SmackDown and they'll be like, last week on our tour of such and such, and they show you like still clip pictures of the wrestlers and the audience and all that. Well, they didn't do that for the live shows we went to because that wasn't a popular thing back then. Now, it always says, sometimes it used to even be printed on a ticket, subject to change. Card subject to change. In any fighting sport where there's multiple matches throughout the night, it always says subject to change, or card subject to change. For this exact reason that Viper Angle has diligently found out, because I didn't even hear about that yet, diligently found out that Daniel Bryan suffered yet another injury. And this is why they put on those posters and those little pamphlets you buy and the tickets. Match card subject to change. Because something like that could happen. Why the fuck would you have Daniel Bryan, who is the Intercontinental Champion, who actually had crazy surgeries and really went through over a year of being fucked up, going out performing in house shows before he defends a WWE title? Not this one, but a WWE title, being one of the titles from the WWE, and it being the Intercontinental Championship. Why would they have Daniel Bryan out there working the night before, or Friday, or Thursday, seeing how SmackDown is taped on Tuesdays? Why do they have Daniel Bryan out any day past Raw and SmackDown? Now, I saw Raw. Daniel Bryan did not get injured on Raw. I did not see SmackDown. I don't even know if Daniel Bryan wrestled on SmackDown this week. If he did, that's probably where it happened. If it didn't happen on SmackDown, it didn't happen on Raw, that means they had him out on a WWE live event tour, which they do, by the way. Daniel Bryan be going him and John Cena are two of the most, right now, in the company, people who's been on the roster for the past 3 years. They are like the top 2 most traveled motherfuckers. Daniel Bryan accepting everything. He ain't saying, no, I can't do it, or I don't want to do it, can I take a break? He's going to all them road trips, all them shows, he's going. He's doing promotional work when he's not wrestling for the WWE, traveling like The Miz was for a while. But it's way bigger because Daniel Bryan is a way bigger superstar, so he's on a higher scale than that. Why the fuck? You're beating these guys to shit, Vince. And they already giving you their blood, sweat, and tears, and their bodies to be utilized in whatever way these writers and visionaries see fit. Don't you think if somebody's going to be involved in a main event match, fighting for one of your main event titles, one of the most prestigious titles, some will say that title was more prestigious than the WWE title itself. Especially if you know your history in this company. Not this combined world heavyweight title, no. WWF with the fucking eagle. The original WWF championship belt. It's people that give more prestige to the Intercontinental Championship than the original WWF championship. Why would you have that person going out risking injury and bodily harm before the pay-per-view after he's already done his television obligations? Is fucking beyond me. And I feel bad for Daniel Bryan, because just when things seem like he could be getting back on a normal path and he could be working his way back up and storylines this way, something like this has to happen. And I don't think that what I'm saying right now is overreacting, because he could just have a fucking shoulder sprain or some tendonitis and he could be out there tonight chilling. But still, he should not have been in no fucking house event knowing he has to defend the title in a main pay-per-view. Not a main pay-per-view like one of the main 4, but the fact that it's a pay-per-view, not a house show. Angle.
And trust me, if Daniel Bryan is not going to wrestle tonight, which in all probability he's not going to.
Did they tell you, by the way, did you read up about, I apologize, did you read up about what happened, what the injury is, or what he suffered?
I don't know the exact injury to the extent, but all I do know is that he did suffer an injury, and the injury got worse when he did a Raw. The injury happened first on the house show, and then it got worse. Then probably this past Raw got worse. I'll make sure to go on my research and give you exact dates of what happened. But Daniel Bryan is injured, and he's supposed to have to do another surgery, and he's supposed to be out for a month or so. So now the WWE Intercontinental Championship match is going to be going to subject to change. He can't wrestle. He can't compete. So it's going to be hard for us to even give us a prediction, because we don't know what's going to happen.
Well, here's the only prediction I'm going to give before we do our predictions. I predict that this will be a repeat of when Wade Barrett initially got injured and was supposed to have defended that title. And what happened? That belt sat on a fucking pillow at a pay-per-view, and they fought in a battle royal or something like that for the title. So I don't really know in terms of who I would automatically say is like the next up for the Intercontinental title. So I don't think they would just bring out one person. I think they're going to end up having some fucking battle royal. That's what I think. Angle.
All right, so we're going to have a Russian chain match for the WWE United States Championship.
John fucking Cena.
Between John Cena, who's the current United States Champion, versus Rusev, who's the former United States Champion. And of course, we're going to go over what the rules are for a Russian chain match.
Let's see if this sounds familiar to any of you guys out there.
Oh, yeah, trust me, it will sound familiar. It's been done thousands of times. And of course,
I know what y'all thinking. What? A Russian chain match been done 1,000 times in WWE. Don't worry, when he explains to you the rules, you'll understand.
And the oldest match in history of wrestling, the steel cage match.
There you go.
For the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And this is going to be one of the most unusual steel cage matches. It's going to be between Seth Rollins, who's the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, versus Randy Orton, with the stipulation that Randy Orton's RKO is banned. So,
by God, King, that man has a family.
So RKO can't even use it, because if you use the RKO, guess what?
Here's your winner and still WWE World Heavyweight Champion by way of disqualification, Seth Rollins. That's what you're gonna hear. That's what you're gonna hear. Now, I'm not saying that's what you're gonna hear tonight. I'm just saying if he used the RKO, that's what you're gonna hear.
And the funny part is, and people are a little confused, like, well, there's no disqualification. How does it even pop? It's added into the stipulation.
We'll let you know how that came up, because that's a part of the WWE Monday Night Raw report presented by Viper Angle. So we'll let you know about that after the musical break and things of that nature when we get to the Raw report. But of course, they had to choose their own stipulation for the match. And basically, this is the stipulation. So we'll let you know in depth more about how it came to that following the predictions of Extreme Rules and the match card read.
And as I said, this is going to be one of the most unusual scale cage matches, because Kane has been added as the Guardian of the Gate.
Guardian of the Gate. He got Mike Tyson's position, except it's not a in the ropes match. It's a steel cage match. Like when Mike Tyson was like the special guest enforcer. Now, I don't know if Kane got the same authority like Mike Tyson do. Like Mike Tyson was a special guest enforcer on the outside of the ring to make sure nobody interfered in the match. No Triple H or nothing like that, even though Austin don't have people coming in his favor to fight for him. That was a stupid stipulation. But now that I think about that, but Mike Tyson slid in the ring and actually was the reason why Austin was the WWE champion. Not because he screwed Mike's, even though he screwed Mike's, because he counted 1, 2, 3, and Austin was awarded the title. So I don't know if Kane is going to have that authority, because it's not going to be like a referee get knocked out and then Kane climbs in the ring and count 1, 2, 3 for Seth Rollins or Randy Orton, and the match go ding, ding, ding. That would be funny as shit. And if that is what's going to happen, that would be hilarious. I can't wait to see it tonight. Angle.
And that's pretty much is your WWE Extreme Rules card for 2015.
Yes, indeed. Now, when we come back from the first musical selection of the evening, I'm gonna make sure you guys, or the afternoon, make sure you guys hear our predictions on who we think are going to win what matches, how things are going to go down. You know, we always have our own things. We're also going to be giving you guys the WWE Monday Night Raw rebound, as well as our WrestleMania 31 reactions. We didn't ever get a chance to do the show for the past couple. I've been going through some things, so now we're here. We give you our WrestleMania 31 reactions, as well as giving you some information on upcoming events for SWE, as well as AFG. So sit tight, guys. It's the SWE Sunday Roundtable. It's the Haak TV. Make sure you guys go ahead and click that good heart to subscribe. If you guys want to hit us up and give your soliloquies, the phone lines are open, 215-471-0713. That number one more again, 215-471-0713. We're going to get into the first track of the afternoon/evening here on the SWE Sunday Roundtable. And it's a new track. We premiered it the night before last on Radio AFG Live. The homeboy Iron Mike came out and did a feature track with me. The track was an awesome hook. It was produced by the homeboy Tuna Beats. That's TUNNABEATZ. Check out tunabeats.com or search them up on Twitter or YouTube for some of their excerpts and little and snippets of their instrumentals. It's your boy Young Haak, the Five Dudes Gun, featuring the homeboy Iron Mike, and the track is entitled Destiny, right here live on the SWE Sunday Roundtable. We'll be right back.
I feel it in my soul, yeah, I still got it.
Off of my biscuit, me and I am Mike about to drop it. What you mean about we on top of it? Right now, what you about to listen?